upperclassman in this meet from the Belleville cross country program. We welcome Noelle Marie. And Noelle, third place against a very strong field. How good do you feel about your finish?
I felt really good about my finish. I did want to try to beat Foley, but obviously I didn't have any left, but I did the best that I could. So
it was that was the part of the race for the spectators that was fun, because you guys were a tight pack with Brittany Reiner and Mary Hansen and Mackenzie Kaufman. Tell us a little bit about how you felt that that part of the race unfolded for you. Did you feel good about your strategy trying to keep with those girls?
I did feel good about my strategy. I wasn't happy about my start. I wasn't very up there because people, they cut off and all that stuff, but I did end up catching up to them, so I was glad that I was in that top pack, and I was happy with it.
And then when we talked to Keely, the two of you were basically stride for stride before you got to the baseball field on the final stretch. And as a senior, she just said second, and just zipped ahead. And you mentioned you might not have had quite enough to keep up with her. How did you see that final straightaway unfold? And the fact that the two of you were left had to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I felt great. Obviously I was tired, but I was doing the best that I could for how fast I went the rest of the race, and I pushed it as hard as I could. I didn't really have any left, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do the best that I can and finish this thing.
Was it when Hannah pulled ahead, was that the point where you kind of had to adjust race strategy? Do you go into a race thinking that first pack is going to be all tight and compact, or did you figure that Hannah would do what Hannah did?
I think I knew that Hannah was going to be up there. She's an amazing athlete, and I knew that I was going to be by Foley and Keely and all those people. So
sure. And as far as your expectations coming into the season as a sophomore, you had a terrific freshman season. Started it off right here last year. That was probably your first high school meet, and
yep.
You've come a long way since then.
Yeah, I trained way more this year. I need to train more, I know that, but I'm going to continue to work hard for this.
And as far as you and your team, what are the goals this year? And the first meet is always kind of a measuring stick. How do you feel the Belleville Wildcats fared here this morning at Darlington?
I think we need to work a little bit harder. Obviously, we all want to try to make it to state, so we're going to keep pushing it in practice, and hopefully we get there someday.
And we talked about the tradition of the Dodge Point program in Division II, but as I was going back and looking at the strength of this sectional in Division III, the Belleville Wildcats have been a big part of that. And how much would it mean to you to try to get the Wildcats back to that prominent spot there? Seems like with you and basketball, maybe the Darlington Redbirds, that it'll be a wide open race for those two spots.
I would love for us to be up there. We all want that from our team, so we're going to try to get there.
And what's next for Noelle Marie? Where do you go from here?
I'm going to try to go harder, kick it in, and get a better ending stretch there and really do well in the end. So that's my goal.
Are you at Spring Green next week too, or are you at, what's your next competition?
We're at Spring Green, I believe.
So that will be another good test for you over there. Some of the same faces, some new ones on a fast course. Do you remember what that course was like last year, and what you learned? I suppose going around all these different courses for the first time, you learn a lot about which are fast and how to run them.
I loved Spring Green. It's pretty much flat the whole time. I like running on the golf course. It's very fast, Your start, and then all of a sudden you're ending. It's awesome.
Well, a start and an end here. The start, you said, wasn't what you wanted, but the end wasn't too shabby. Third place here today for Noelle Marie.